follow this between 1 minute or so, okay? I'll hold on to the microphone. Hopefully the stage doesn't fall. So you guys, maybe you guys just wait a minute, okay? Because we're gonna have to do an assembly line. I should have done triples in a row. Okay. This is awesome. Congratulations. Okay. So very quickly, name and where you're from.
Lori Faber, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
All right. How long have you been with the company?
5 years.
What is your favorite thing about it work?
The integrity.
What is one piece of advice you can give a new distributor or distributors who may be discouraged?
Do a little bit every day, fill your pipeline, and don't you dare quit.
Love it. Thank you, Lori. All right, let's take a little tap. So you can kind of, too bad we don't have exits today. No, stay here. We'll do it like this. Okay, name.
I'm Caitlin Mariah.
How long have you been with it work?
Almost 6.5 years.
What is your favorite thing about it work?
Well, I have a lot of favorite things. All the people that I've met and relationships that I've developed. But I guess the top thing is the products and the quality of our products.
All right, and same question for you. What is one thing you would share for somebody who is discouraged?
The biggest thing that's always gotten in my way is watching what everybody else is doing. You know, like somebody will put something on Facebook. I just had 10 parties yesterday. And then I'll say to myself, well, geez, what am I doing wrong? When, in fact, everybody has their own journey with this business, and it has nothing to do with anybody else. And what everybody else is doing, it's none of our business.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, name where you're from.
Sarah Ruland, Lakeville.
And why don't you give us an aha moment? Well, actually, how long have you been with it work?
It'll be 3 years in September.
And give us your biggest aha moment, because you've been to a lot of corporate things with us, too.
I was prepared with your other questions, Krista. Aha moment. Man, you can do discouraged. Well, I guess for me, you hear over and over, don't quit, don't quit. And yeah, that's great advice, but for me, when it actually hits you and you realize, what if I would have quit how many times I thought about it? For me, that's been many times where, you're going to hit your lows. For me personally, more than I hit a lot of my highs. So if I would have quit at those times, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Name and where you're from. How long you been with it work?
Lori Humble, Badness Heights, 4 years last March.
Okay, and let's have you do an aha moment from Green Experience, because you were just there. How about an aha moment from last night?
Oh, that would be the friendships in this business, because me, darling, and Herbert, it was crazy. I thought we were going to have to call paramedics. I was hyperventilating from laughing so hard. Well, one of my favorite things in the business is Crystal Pearl. An aha moment, one thing in this last Green Experience when we were at Florida was, and I don't mean this in any bad way at all, but watching some of the top people up there, really they're no smarter than you or I. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do this business. You just need to do the steps, work the steps to success, stay plugged in, is really all it takes.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Oh, this is dangerous letting you guys hold it. It makes me nervous. All right, same thing. Name, where you're from, and how long you've been with us.
Christina Treat, Waseca, Minnesota, and it was 3 years in March.
Okay, and what has been a big aha moment in your business?
Just that I have quit before, and I was a diamond when I quit, and I had to restart all over again to reach where I'm at now. And so for me, just knowing that if you quit, you're failing, and don't ever quit. Thank you.
No, you're talking. Brad, get over here. All right, name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board.
Brad Treat from Waseca, doing it with Christina. And then what?
Okay, so let's do from you, what is your biggest man tip?
I would say just helping out her. She kind of brought me on board, and it's been huge for her to see her develop. Like Crystal said, take care of the kids, do what you can around the house, and just be a supporter. Make sure you're there supporting your significant other through this.
And can you just real quick talk about what brought you on board?
She kind of just signed me up to begin with. But really getting to a corporate event, that's what got me on board, and seeing the potential, seeing what this company has to offer.
Awesome, thank you guys. Now we got a system going, I like it. All right, name, where you're from?
You already heard from me, actually.
John Enter from Mankato, Minnesota.
Perfect, and why don't you give everybody your biggest man tip?
Support your wife. Help other men drink the Kool-Aid, as I like to say.
Good.
It is. You know, we've been in network marketing before, and it's so important for the guys to get to the events and just be that support, but talk to other guys and let them know, you know, what you do. We talked about, Josh talked about that. It's really not that hard. I mean, to be a support, number one, and I think it's kind of a role reversal sometimes, because the lady oftentimes is the one who supports the man in the job, but it's a little bit of a role reversal, but we can do it. We can man up and do it. So.
Love it, thank you. Alrighty, name and where you're from.
April Larson, I'm from Rochester, Minnesota.
And how long have you been with the company?
Just almost 7 months.
Okay, why don't you give us your best tip for anyone who may be discouraged or wanting to quit? You haven't been with the company that long.
No, I haven't. This is all still really new to me.
Have you wanted to quit yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well,
then that's a bad question.
Let's you talk about what you want to talk about. You got 1 minute.
Okay. The biggest tip that I would give is never stop talking about it. On the days that you feel like you do want to quit, that's when you should push even harder. Usually that's when there's something right around the corner, and if you quit, you're never going to find what it is out there. Yeah.
Absolutely, thank you. All right, next, name and where you're from?
I'm Maria Newhart from Omaha, Nebraska.
Awesome. And how long have you been with us?
2 years, September.
Okay. What is your best tip for somebody who may be discouraged?
My best tip would be, like a lot of people said, you know, keep focused. We've recently started doing affirmations with a lot of my rock stars, and it's just really fired up a lot of people and that belief system in themselves. So we were seeing a lot of leaders emerge that were very shy and reserved about a week ago, and now they're just on fire. So.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Name and where you're from?
Hi, I'm Carolyn Campero from St. Paul, Minnesota.
How long have you been with Network?
10 months.
All right. What is your best tip of advice you can give somebody brand new coming in today?
Just the consistency is super important. I just like to tell people that my first check was $16, and I told people on Facebook and everywhere that this company was changing our life, so believe in it from the beginning, and just know that it's possible, and be consistent and stay consistent, and keep going.
Love it. Thank you. All right. Name and where you're from, how long you've been with It Works?
Amber Miller, Fargo, North Dakota, and 2 years this time.
Awesome. So what has been your biggest aha moment since you've been with the company?
Initially for me, it was going to conference, but the last event we had a little event in Fargo, and on stage with me was one of my girls, and she was a double diamond, and I got to hear her, like, how excited she was and how it was changing her life. And when you can see your friends and your team growing, and when you can see them, like, succeeding, your dreams become their dreams, and it's just so much bigger than us. It really is.
Yeah, love it. Thank you. Hello. Name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board?
Angela Stemman. I've been with the company for 2 years now.
Okay. And what is your biggest aha moment?
My biggest aha moment is just being consistent and staying plugged in, because it's key to keep you going and getting you fired up and just being involved with everything. People see that and they want that too. So that's just when you're all in, everybody else wants to be in too. They follow you eventually. They do think you're crazy, but they will follow you eventually too. So
thank you. Name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board?
Callie Inger from Northwood, North Dakota.
What is your aha moment?
My aha
Recent aha moment was green carpet. That was my husband's first corporate event, and he wasn't really like on board, very shy, doesn't talk. And after green carpet, he's all about it. So he's making me get out there blitz more. He made me blitz that day. I got 8 people in 2 hours, and he's just been right there with me now. So get them to events. Yep.
Nice. Love it. Thank you. All right. Name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board.
My name is Dana Peterson. I'm from Blaine, Minnesota, and it'll be 3 years in October.
Awesome. So give us your biggest aha moment.
My most recent one, and it's a little bit strange, but I was reading Beach Money the other night, and they're telling a story about the Halley Comet, and the guy who got 38 people to commit suicide with him. They followed him, believing Jesus was behind the comet in a spaceship waiting for them. And if he can get 38 people to believe that, I can
Name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board.
Samantha Meyer from Fargo, 19 months.
Awesome. What piece of advice can you give to new people just getting going?
Oh gosh. Definitely consistency is key. If you do have a team under you, and some people grow really fast, is just lead from the front. That's something that has been big for me. Is the last couple of months I've been kind of getting down on myself, like, oh, people aren't working, and blah blah blah, and I look. That's no one's fault but my own. I'm not showing them the way. And July was our month. Like, I decided I was going to get out and show them how it's done, and they just like latched on like leeches, and our team exploded this month. So just always work the business, stay consistent, and if you do have a team, just show them how it's done. If they believe they can do it, if they can see you do it, and everybody works together and it all works.
I love it. Thank you. Name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board.
Lakota Overton, Dickinson, North Dakota, and it'll be 3 years in November.
All right, and what is the biggest tip or piece of advice you can give somebody who is looking to quit?
No, don't, for starters. You're gonna have lows, and any double diamond standing up here, if you haven't had them yet, you're going to, but you don't, there's not an ambassador even in this company who hasn't had a low. And thought, you know, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? And you know what, like, no matter how, like, horrible my day, week, or month was going, every single day I was doing something to build my business, whether it was I just wore my t-shirt, or I posted to Facebook, or I actually called a team member, or texted somebody. I did something every day, and you know what, that compounded, so when I was having those bad weeks, or those bad days, or whatever, that was when my little signs would come, and a loyal customer out of nowhere. So don't quit, ever, no matter what. Like, I haven't been in this company for 3 years and say that this has been like, oh, I've never thought that. No, I've totally had those days.
Awesome, thank you. All right, last but not least, name where you're from. We got a fan club, I love it.
Wow, they do absolutely leave the best for last, don't they? No, actually, I'm Carissa Merritt, and I'm from Rochester, and I've been doing this for 6 months.
Okay, give us your biggest aha moment.
My biggest aha moment would probably be going to green carpet. I just got back from Florida. It was crazy. It was wild. It was so much fun. I also went to conference right out of the gate after I started in this company. And I've gone to every event. I've gone to this is my first boot camp. I've gone to OTOMs. I've held OTOMs. I've had rap parties every week for the first few months that I started. And I will tell you, if you get out there and you get your hands on people and you rap people, and you're expressing your joy and you're a great leader, I mean, you are not going to go wrong, and you just want to get out there and help everybody that you can.
Awesome, thank you. All right, now we want to see our triple diamonds. Where are our triple diamonds? Come on up.
44.
Perfect. Right on time. It is time to go presidential. Okay, so name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board.
Jessica Dukart Bell from Dickinson, North Dakota, and I'll be 3 years in October.
I want to know how it works is changing your life.
Oh my gosh. I know, that is a loaded question. I've been able to, I'm a chiropractor, I've been able to cut down to just 2 days a week working at my office so I can be home with my son whenever I want to. And my husband works those opposite days, so on the days that I'm at work, he's home with our son, so someone's always home with him. And as of Friday, coming up, we're buying our dream home in South Dakota. Dreaming about this house. It's been on our dream board and it's finally happened. We're really thrilled about it.
I love it. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board.
Judy Jansky from Oakdale, Minnesota. I've been, it was 3 years in March.
Okay, give me an moment.
It's just great to be able to help other people change their lives financially. I'm a very loving, giving person, and I love that I can do that for people.
Awesome, thank you. All right, name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board.
Liz Enter from Nicollet, Minnesota, and 21 months, almost.
Okay, tell me how it works is changing your life.
Oh man, I was a previous teacher of small Christian Lutheran schools, was what I went to school for. My husband was a farmer. We live in a very small community of less than 1,000 people. We were on WIC. We were on every government aid possible. And we have been able to totally pay off debt. And pretty much all we have left is our home mortgage. Wow, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, the lives that, between just with us and our just thinking, man, small town, we can do this. And giving that hope to others and seeing them change their lives. I guess that's probably been the biggest exciting thing for us, is to watch others change their lives too. So
awesome, thank you. I love the stories. Name, where you're from, and how long you've been on board.
My name's Natalie Quirk, and I'm outside of St. Cloud, Minnesota, in a tiny little town too, so it's kind of interesting to see us pop up in Rice, Minnesota. I joined 3 years ago in October.
Awesome. How has it worked changing your life?
Oh God, yeah, I don't even know where to start either. I definitely was in the same boat as her, just trying to find a way out from a situation, and started with not even really the money to start. But I just knew that I could do it with the comp plan, making it so we're debt free. I just kept selling our apps, and then that's how I ran my auto ship. And now we just got back from Florida again. The kids at home this time. But it's nice to be able to take them with us and just be a full-time family. I returned my fiance 2 years ago. He's only 32. So we're a full-time family, and we're helping other people do the same thing. So it's amazing.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to hear all the lives that have been changed. All right, so we are already down to our last segment of the day, and I'm actually really excited about this because we're going to answer the questions that you guys have given to us. So I'm going to ask all of our presidentials and above to come up, please.